I really do like that intro, man. It gets you kind of going there,
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. It definitely goes with that little intro video. That's for
yeah,
sure.
man. It's good. It's good. BC, what's up, man? How you doing?
It's another great Monday, starting the week
Yes,
off pretty nicely, and then we saw really great prices to start the week, and then we saw a little bit of a retracement, but I was definitely expecting that. I talked about it this morning, so I got
yes, you did.
to do a little repositioning. That was extremely nice to do.
Nice, nice. Well, people are slowly starting to come in here. I think we got some really slow notifications going out because I'm not even. I try to keep a tab on them, and I don't even see them coming out. Well, poop for YouTube. That's what I got. YouTube Friday night, BC was like, because I was trying to do the hashtag goal for the giveaway, and it just like was not even allowing them to go. It was like they were treating them all like spam, but I couldn't even find them to clear them. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. No idea.
I have no clue. I don't post a whole lot on YouTube just because, I don't know what kind of engagement it gets, and I just prefer to use like X. So,
Yep. I'll tell you what. And even when we tried it, X really wasn't so much the problem beyond the fact that I couldn't use the picker to save my life. But that's beside that's beside
were
the
you
point.
were you a little on the rocks?
I that was, let's put it this way. I wasn't so bad that the picker should have been that much of a problem. That's all I'm saying. I'm blaming the damn picker. Anyway.
Okay.
Hey, Andy's in the house. Welcome. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for sending all that information. I really appreciate that. And thank you for the kind words. Thank you for the kind words.
Most
Much
definitely.
appreciated.
I heard you had more than a few things to say, and just know that I trimmed a lot from my notes, because if not, our 3-hour recording session that ended up being 2 videos would have been like a whole weekend recording session and 10 videos. So yeah, there's definitely a lot more to dive into.
Boomer syndrome. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Yeah. Definitely. I like that. To that point, for those who might be watching who aren't quite sure what the hell we're talking about right now, yeah, I've been putting together the Unlocking Your Crypto Journey series, basically meant for newbies, help them on their walk into the crypto space, because they're going to be coming in. And last night, I've been premiering every Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, right after Billy Goat Tales, the videos. Last night, it was BC and I talking a little bit about Bitcoin history. And yeah, he did trim out a lot, and we still made it into 2. So this coming Sunday, you'll see part 2. But Andrea put a bunch of it. I was asking questions, and I was like, oh, we didn't really cover that. But I thought the best way to cover this, BC, and tell me what you think, was I'm making some notes, and I'm thinking after I get the entire series, at least as it's laid out to come out, published, then maybe what we do is an advanced series, and maybe then we dive into some of those things. What do you think about that?
Yeah. I mean, that'd be a great one, because there is a lot more to Bitcoin's history, and there's a lot of rabbit holes to really dive on
Oh, hell yeah.
into when you get into some of the intricacies of, hey, so what was the Bitcoin fork war? That is a whole video in itself. And we
Yes.
just like glossed past it.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. And again, that was in the second one, and my like bumper to the video, I say, listen, this is a high level overview, and that was without people even saying anything in the first one. I had already recorded that, so just like crazy, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I think that's the way we do it there, BC. We go and we dive back in, and then we can get into the details. I don't know. My opinion. I tried to invite her to come on and do it with us, but she's not interested. Or she wants to give us the information now. And Trade Intuition in the house. Bingo Bank in the chat, everybody.
I mean,
I didn't mean to cut you off.
it takes a certain kind of person to want to be able to present themselves on camera. So I will say that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. No disagreement about that whatsoever. I understand completely. It's funny. For those who were around on Friday night, Crypto on the Rocks turned into like a giveaway of mega proportions. Allie from Metalmark was on, and one he said his like deadly fear is like that public speaking that we literally had him doing. So like I'm thinking the alcohol kind of helped that along there a little bit. He was playing catch up with us. And but I was telling BC right before we went live, I reached out to him and I was like, listen, what say you want to come on and do an interview? And he's like, I wasn't kidding. That's really like my my fear. But I think I've got him convinced. So if he's listening in here, you're welcome back, and hopefully we'll get you on here. Got more people starting to jump in now. Appreciate everybody kind of coming in here. Dave P in the house. Welcome, Dave P. Yes, Bingo Bangos in the chat. Yes, exactly. Appreciate everybody. Yes, I love. See. Yeah. BC right on. I love the gold, man. I love the gold. Oh, yeah. All right, BC. I we're sitting here talking about everything except what we came here to talk about tonight.
Hey, we just gotta have a little bit of fun, let the people dribble on, and
I agree.
I know I didn't even get a notification that you went live. So no, I just got it. Okay.
Just got it. See, that I'm telling you, I don't know what's up with YouTube. I really don't. Between what they were doing on Friday night and then it seriously appears like the notifications aren't even going out. But oh well. We're gonna make do with the best we can do. And for those who might be asking, where's Badel? I'm not gonna lie, I really don't know. I'm kind of guessing he's gonna show up here at some point, and we'll just pop him on into the stream here. Or maybe he's taking tonight off because he was a winner on Friday night's Crypto on the Rocks. He won that collectible gold back, so he may just be taking the night off.
I just hit him with the WYA, so we'll see what happens. Yeah,
we'll see what happens. That's all right. All right. So shall we kick it off?
Most definitely.
All right. Let's bring this one up. We'll start here, I guess, because this happens to be the one I got queued up right now.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know. Wait, what a good way to start. We're talking a lot of stablecoin stuff today, folks. Meta in talks to deploy stablecoins 3 years after giving up landmark crypto project. Everyone here probably remembers the whole Libra thing, and they gave I like the way they worded here. It says after they gave up, they really didn't give up. They basically got pressured and arm twisted and their butts handed to them from all these congressional hearings to say, yo, you can't do that. That don't fly here, but
go ahead. Along with other congressional hearings about other things and some butt handings too. They've really taken it on the nose quite a bit, time after time after time, which is a little worrisome that they're looking at a stable coin, to me at least, because of some of what they've gone through.
I'm with you. And I'm sorry, I wasn't laughing at what you were saying, believe it or not. But he's trimming his plants. You're probably right about that. He's busy trimming. That's why he's not here right now. That's funny. Anyway, I mean, I guess we can just zip through the first part of this to put it out there. In 2019, Meta announced an audacious project. I love the way Fortune puts this. A new cryptocurrency that would be used across Facebook, WhatsApp, and other digital platforms. The company, though, pulled the plug in the face of withering opposition from Congress and lawmakers. I mean, basically sums up what we just said. You know what? What the hell are we even talking about Fortune for? We gave everybody more information than Fortune did in that one. there. And we did it better, damn it. But but they are trying to dip their toes back into it here at this point. Is the long and short of everything. And like BC said, I mean, I get it. I get why they would want to. I truly do. And I think that we're going to see that on a lot of, if not all of, the social media platforms. Eventually, it's going to get adopted, whether it's an existing stable coin, you know, like a USDC, USDT, whatever. Personally, I'm more inclined to believe it's going to be something along that line versus these people that are coming up with their own USD stablecoin, and we're about to talk about that in a minute. What do you think, BC? Are you thinking when it does get adopted, is it going to be along the lines of like a USDC, USDT kind of thing?
I honestly would lean towards the idea of them continuing on the Libra idea and making their own project, just
Really?
because you
Okay.
already have all of the coders that you need to make a project. And then if you really want to have control over your stable coin, the best way to
Okay.
do it is to make your own stable coin, especially
That's
if you're going to have it in an enclosed system like Facebook. You would want full control. You would want something where it's like, okay, well, how USDC said, hey, we're going to have you put your money into an account if you're going with a transaction that's going to hold it until you decide, okay, this transaction is good, or no, this transaction is not good. Those are the kinds of things that Facebook's going to need, especially since they've already been hit with lots of lawsuits over that exact scenario on Marketplace. That's been
yeah.
a big thing. They've been sued time over time over time, is false transactions, scam transactions, not doing anything about these scam transactions. This will allow them to kind of take a more active role in that.
You know, hearing you kind of lay out that case makes me think you're probably right now. I see you made me change my position. Look at you. No, I'm not a flip flopper. You can get that anywhere. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would still kind of, I don't know. I kind of prefer the whole limited amount of USD type of coins, frankly.
Mhm.
That's my opinion, which is why when we were talking about the whole like Wyoming thing and so on and so forth, I was not a fan of like 50 different USD coins, one for each state. But I mean, I get the why they would want to control it like that. I mean, just again, you look no further than PayPal and PYUSD, right? To see that whole scenario right there, in my opinion. And All Set is in the house. Welcome, All Set. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, sir. Let's see. All right, I guess we can. Well, I don't know, unless you've got something else with regard to that, BC. I'll
See, and I'm of the opposite viewpoint. I believe
Good.
that the most competition you can get in a marketplace is the best for the marketplace. Capitalism through and through. If you want these stable coins to improve, then you need them to continue to have competition. USDC wouldn't have had these oh, I can't remember the proper name for it. Oh, escrow accounts. They wouldn't be thinking about escrow accounts if they weren't getting their butt whooped by Tether. Just gonna put it out there. Tether beats them on most metrics. You're seeing USD1, which is a brand new stable coin, which just did a
Yes.
$2 billion transaction, which we'll touch on a little bit later. But they
Yes.
just did a $2 billion transaction with Binance. So this is the competition that you need in the market to continue to improve this marketplace. You're going to want these enclosed systems because what it's going to allow to, you don't want to go to the, let's say, the UK. You're not going to go to the UK and spend an American dollar there. That's not how it works. You transact in that place's currency. So you're going to see that same thing arise in the crypto space.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Mike. I guess I don't know. My concern is the permissioning of the systems, needing permission to access the systems,
Mhm.
which is why I'm more inclined for more open source type of scenario. But I don't know. I get it. I get the why. I get what you're saying. I could
So
probably even steel man your argument, but you know what I mean? And Badel, welcome, by the way. We were not ignoring you, just in the middle of that conversation. Welcome.
No, you're fine. I'm just trying to de-sweat. Been
I got
busy beat since I got home from work and lost track of time.
yeah, doing some trimming.
No, I was pressure washing my truck. I had
Oh.
we cleaned out my garage all weekend, and I put a bunch of scrap metal by the end of the driveway. And this kid came by, picked it all up, took 3 truckloads. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing with them vehicles back there?" And I'm like, "Well, they're not scrap. I got the title for one, and I have the title for the other. I just don't know where it's at." He's like, "All right, well, let me know a price." I never even messaged him a price. And earlier today, he's like, "Hey, can I come by and take a look at it?" And I'm like, "Shit."
So need a little work. Yep. And Andy, have a good one. Enjoy time with your daughter. Appreciate it. And the reason we asked about trimming the plants was because Andy was saying you were probably trimming your plants. That's why you weren't here. Just
I spent a few hours with him yesterday, but I'm hoping by the end of this week, it's time to cut them down and hang them to dry.
See? And there you go. Everybody's thinking that's what you do.
I'm hoping this week, because they're getting cloudy trichomes. And next is like a little bit of orange, and that's kind of like right where I harvest. So I check them before I go to work. I check them when I get home. And then it's just, taking care of the house, mowing the yard, trying to sell a vehicle tonight.
There you go. That life. It's life, man. It's life.
Oh, no.
BC, man. I know we kind of got off on the plant thing, but did you want to wrap up your thought process with the Facebook stablecoin thing?
No, honestly, it does concern me a bit just because of all the lawsuits we've seen with Facebook and their less than ethical business practices. We'll say it like that. Does leave me for some concern. The same way that Trump's stablecoin leaves me to have some concern because you're known to have less than ethical business practices. And the more that we see these less than ethical people making crypto projects that have the potential to wreck people with just a single line of code leaves me to have a little bit of worry. So
I understand. And yes, X will follow suit, as will every social media platform. Let's be completely honest. Yeah. Damn it, Elon. Come on. Yes.
I mean,
where's the Doge?
Elon talked about that a long time ago, and they were supposed to adopt XRP. We'll see if that actually happens. I know XRP was talked about, and ADA was another big one talked about for on X platforms.
Yep.
So they're taking a completely different route. Instead of making their own coin, they're deciding to adopt established projects, which I'm also just as okay with.
Yeah, see, that I like better than the other end. Again, I think it's the permission thing. That's where I get stuck. It's like they can say no. Sorry, you can't use it. It's like having a bank.
That's also part of the capitalist system, though. If you watch these traditional capitalist businesses decide to adopt crypto practices, it does change that permissionless aspect of crypto just a little bit. But here's the other part of that is you also have the same rights to either adopt their methods or not adopt their methods. I will opt out of Facebook if they have a stable coin. I will not use it. And that is my capitalist right to spend my dollars how I see fit. So
Fair enough. Fair enough. And that's why I don't use PYUSD. Let's just put it right there. You know what I mean? I suppose. And Automatic Beats is in the house. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Yeah, you're right. End of the day, you're always right. What the hell do I know? Old guy. You know, I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I completely agree with BC on that. And I feel like, for example, like Facebook, they're not going to pick another coin to use that's been around for long because they're not going to agree on everything. And when this blockchain tells Facebook, well, okay, well, you can't do this, so you can't do that because that's like shady in our opinion. And Facebook's like, well, we want to do what we want to do. We don't want to be told what to do. So then they're just going to go out and create their own. With their own shady business practices, and it's like,
I'm not laughing at you, Badel. I'm just like, I'm seeing the rabbit hole open in front of me right now.
That's basically what I said. It's like their less than ethical business practices are going to lead them to create a coin that follows best in line with their less than ethical business practices.
Yes, that is exactly what you said. Yep.
And like a lot of these new coins that come around, they don't stick around for long. It's a big pump and dump for like all these new coins coming around. Like, I don't know of any coin that's been created in the last 3 to 6 months that hasn't pumped and dumped. I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of them, but have we heard about them? Do we even know about them? Probably not.
The one I would say is Virtuals. I'm pretty sure that's the last 6 months.
And Dave, thanks for being here. Appreciate you checking in. Have a good night. And I mean, right now I'm thinking when I'm saying this stuff, I'm thinking primarily stable coins here, versus like, this bullshit you'll find on Solana. Did I say that? I'm sorry. But yeah, the stable coin end of things, and guys, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, pretty much, I think I don't know of any stable coins that's come out, just to your point of like the last 6 months, that is like basically rugged or bellied up in the last 6 months. Am I wrong?
But like, that's the difference between making a stable coin and making just your average crypto project. You don't want your stable coin to rug.
Exactly.
You might create your average altcoin to rug people because you're just trying to make money. Whereas in these companies that are trying to make a stable coin, they're just trying to get a little slice of the pie of all the transaction fees that they're missing out on. You know how much money Facebook would make on transaction fees if they ran Marketplace, and the only way you could transact on Marketplace is to use their stablecoin? They'd make so much money. They just want their little slice of the pie.
I mean, I like Facebook Pay because there's no fees for anybody. And I'm like, I already know this is going to come to an end at some point, but I mean, even if they got like 0.5% of all the money transacted through Facebook Pay, and then like BC was saying, if they implemented that with Marketplace, and that's the only thing you could use to buy anything off of Marketplace, like that would just put more money in their pocket.
Yep, absolutely. And Kevin, welcome. Appreciate you being here again, twice for me today. Welcome. Yeah, I'm with you. Again, like we've been saying, we're going to see it on all these platforms, all these social media platforms. It's coming. It's coming. And all the states, and God knows every country, like I said, it just begins to boggle my mind. And I haven't been drinking, folks. Sorry. But anyway.
See, and it's like this really nice quote from the movie War Dogs. Not from when he's like, everyone's fighting over the same pie and ignoring the crumbs. I live off of the crumbs. And that's all these companies are trying to do. You don't need to make millions if you can make a million 1 cent transactions that you're just keeping it coming in extremely slowly, and that's a lot of money. The crumbs, there's a
Facts.
lot of money in the crumbs, and that's all they want. They want their little piece of those transaction fees, and that's why all these places are making stable coins.
Facts. And I just want to put this up there because this is kind of breaking news. Automatic Eats put in here about Coinbase being on the S&P 500. I just saw that right before I came live here, so I'm assuming that's kind of breaking news. Either you guys know anything more about that than that?
No.
No.
No, me either. I like I said, I saw it briefly as I was getting ready to come live. I was so busy this afternoon. It's not even right. There you go. I just need the crumbs daily. There it is. There it is. Yep. And consistency. Exactly. All right. So shall we move on to the Genius Act, or lack thereof, the Genius Act?
Let's do it.
All right. U.S. stablecoin bill, the Genius Act, basically got squashed. And so this happened last week, but we thought it was worthy of having the conversation as to the why. Democrat lawmakers in Washington are backing off support for crypto legislation amid heightened concerns over corruption, including conduct of the Trump family's World Liberty Financial. In March, the Genius Act, which would regulate stablecoins in the U.S., passed a critical committee reading with support of several pro-crypto Democrats. Never mind the who. The bill passed committee only after a number of changes were made, and we talked about those actually, I think last week, if I remember correctly, or somewhere in there. And they surrounded like anti-money laundering and so on and so forth. The bottom line is, it seems that there are concerns now that crypto deals and President Trump and Democrats pulling support because Trump is doing
Trump things.
I will say it, shady things and market manipulation in the crypto market as a whole. And
Trump things.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, facts. Again, not like given our choices. Again, I don't care. I voted Trump. I don't give a shit about saying it and putting it out there. But when he does stuff like this, and I say like this, he didn't do anything with the Genius Act per se, but the fact of the way things are going with him manipulating markets, especially the cryptocurrency markets, I understand why they say what they say, and it just gives them fuel to continue to say so. And we're going to look at a couple of other things I put aside with regard to Trump and World Liberty Financial's USD1 in a minute, but go ahead, BC.
Oh, well, go into that one first, and I'll say.
Okay. All right. Sure.
It goes into that.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay. Then I will bring that up. Hang on one second. Whoop, there we go. So the first thing I had here is that USD1 is now the 7th largest stable coin worldwide. Until I read this, I had no idea, to be completely honest with you, because it's literally, 2 months old here at this point, since they brought it into play. But right here, USD1, the US dollar stablecoin from World Liberty Financial, has become the 7th largest stablecoin in the world in just 2 months. I was right, 2 months. There you go. And a snapshot of the they mentioned it here. I didn't realize that. I queued up this airdrop proposal right here in the next article, but I guess we can just touch on both of them right here. They're looking to do an airdrop basically for holders of the USD1. Basically, it was launched in March, and USD1 has expanded into a market cap of $2.2 billion at the time of this article, which was a few days ago. And that makes it one of the largest, and they put it actually right here in a chart, number 7. I mean, that's just, quite frankly, an insane increase in a short period of time like that. 2 months. 2 months. And okay, the other thing was the airdrop, but we just kind of mentioned it. So, all right, BC, tear at Trump. Go.
So a big part of that, a big part of the reason that has a $2 billion market cap is because I can't remember what country it was, but World Liberty Financial and there was a country, and I believe the Middle East decided that they were going to make a deal to use USD1 to transact with Binance. So
I
that was
must
a
have missed
big
that.
that was a big part of why it got that large boost in market cap.
Well,
And
that makes sense.
that's also what kind of shut down the Genius Act is you couldn't just fucking wait 2 weeks to do a $2 billion transaction and get your crumbs. Like
Yep.
you had to screw everyone over because you were impatient.
Yep. And the fact that the Genius Act is like DOA here at this point, it's going to make things a lot worse and a lot more difficult here in the United States to start getting any crypto, regulation through. And hi, Sarah, by the way, I know you snuck in there while I was reading. Hi, welcome.
Hello.
Yeah, I think we're in for, and unfortunately, I think we're in for a rocky road now. Unless we in the midterms pick up a bigger majority in the Senate, and I am not sure as of this minute that that's going to happen. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think it's early to say either way. If they can pick up a majority, they've got a slim one. It's if they can widen the gap, and
that's what I mean. Yeah,
you would need to do a decent turnaround on the economy to get that leading majority that you want. And then you could kind of bully things just a little bit, but it also depends on what you're trying to do here, which I'm still not sure what the whole goal is right now in the beginning of this administration. They've bounced around quite a bit. Hey, 30% tariffs on China. Oh, they're now 140. Oh, now they're 30% again. Like, come on, bro. You're just dicking everyone around, manipulating the markets. And the only people really making money are the people that were in the know. Or if you're watching shows like Piper Academy or You, where we're talking about these things every day, that's the only way you really know is like, hey, don't believe the hype, give it a second, because a lot of this is just a big game so that the people with money can reposition themselves to have better gains.
Yep. And that's the shit that pisses me off. And I'm sorry. Trump administration know better than anybody else when you're playing that game. You're just not. It's that simple.
And I know one of the big things that got it shot down was the fact that they're saying, oh, well, he's just making sure that him and his friends are benefiting monetarily because the Dems don't. That's the name of that political game in the system, how it's been written. Both of y'all do the same thing, and you're just mad that he's the one making the money for his friends right now.
He's doing it right now.
Yeah. And you're not. Like, sucks to suck, but like y'all kind of crapped the bed, and now he gets to crap the bed.
Yep. Facts.
They had 4 years.
What do you think?
Bed, and he's just in over 100 days of crap in the bed. So
we're in for a ride.
I know. It's, and you're right. It has been a crazy 100 days with tariffs and this and that. And you're right. It isn't. And I'm open to the idea that he doesn't want people to understand what's going on and what he's thinking and what direction he's going in. But I mean, at some point you need to like steer the ship and not be the storm. It's just my humble opinion. What the hell do I know? What do I know? What does everybody in the chat think? Come on, tell us. Tell us.
I mean,
We don't mind giving you our opinion, but we don't mind hearing yours either.
I mean, you know a little more than most, but a little less than if you were a Trump donator.
Well, if I was, I might be a recipient of some of that foreknowledge to get myself some money.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I definitely am not. Oh, Poyo in the house. Appreciate you. Welcome.
Cluck, cluck.
That's right. Cluck, cluck, baby. Automatic beat saying, I don't like Trump. So it's what I figured it was going to happen. See, I'm not saying everything's bad. I'm really not. All things being equal, you know, I'm going lesser of two evils in my opinion. However, I don't like this bullshit. And it's what it is, you know. If you, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. If you do it right, I'm gonna say you did it right. If you're doing it wrong, I'm gonna tell you you're a fucking idiot. You did it wrong. It's that simple. And you know, sorry, but there you go, Trumpster.
I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm not saying I like Trump. I do think that some of his ideas have potential.
Yes.
But I do think that what he's doing is not helping any of his ideas get any traction.
Yes.
I hate all politicians. As I heard a long time ago, if you break the word down, it's poly and ticks, many blood-sucking insects. And that's all they're doing. They're sucking the blood out of the American people, and they're doing it through dollars.
Yes, indeed. So time to buy Bitcoin. Just saying.
Yeah.
What's this? It's the back and forth that makes me. Yeah, exactly. BC was just saying that. You probably just missed it there, Poyo. He was just saying that. You know, it's 30% tariff this day, 150 the next day, 30% today. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Oh,
Actually, CCM, that was you that said it, not BC.
Okay.
The tariff prices.
Sorry. I'm trying to lower the phone. I forgot to lower the phone.
It got mentioned. That's what matters.
Exactly. Yeah. Damn. Okay, come on. There we go. Jesus, forgot my damn password. You know, when you have so many passwords, you can't even remember the password to your phone. There's a problem. Just saying. Anyway. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Are we gonna see another attempt on stablecoin legislation in this maybe in the next few months? What do you think?
I think we do, just because there's still another bill on the floor right now. Yes, the Genius Act got shot down, but the Stable Act is still in there and is like still on the floor right now and yet to be voted on.
That's true. That is true. I don't know. It'll be I worry that these things are gonna still. People who don't like Trump. Again, like I've said before, if he could cure cancer, and you know, they'll still tell you he's an asshole. It's just the way it is. And again, that's not trying to provide him any cover, because he doesn't help himself in any way, shape, or form, quite frankly. But if he's going to continue with this kind of obvious manipulation, I think the Stable Act, as you pointed out, I had forgotten, is still on the floor. It may also end up dead on arrival.
It's quite possible.
Yep.
I think it's just too early to pass any kind of cryptocurrency bills. You know, whether they're stable coins or, you know, cryptocurrency as like as a reserve for the country. I think it's just too early for everything, just in general.
Why do you say that?
Because most politicians haven't really talked about it up until like the last year or two. And now we have a president that's pro Bitcoin, but you know, the Congress, the Senate, and the House, none of them are kind of like, they're either stupid about it or they just don't want to act like they know that much about it to actually like vote something in that would actually help the community.
Well, the thing is, they probably don't know anything about it because, like, we know about it, but like, we've been in here for 5 years and crypto just made a really big name for itself in mainstream media, besides being at the peaks when it was. We're talking like, oh, Bitcoin's at 69,000, and they're like, wow, we thought it was going to zero. Like, that was basically the only time Bitcoin was ever in the news. And now there's a Bitcoin ETF and an Ethereum ETF, and there's all of these other ETFs that have applications out, like XRP and Solana and a few meme coins. I know Doge, I think, has one. But this is the first time that the mainstream media is actively talking about it, that TradFi is actively talking about crypto, that banks are actively talking about crypto. So they don't know these things, but they're going to have to start doing research pretty quickly because they're going to keep getting these bills on the floor until one passes.
I agree with that. And there are a few who are educated enough, a la Cynthia Lummis, who are able to speak intelligently and to help guide people and teach people and so on. And when I'm talking people, I'm talking constituents. But I don't know. I'm hopeful that we push it along for the very reasons you just mentioned, BC. That we're starting to see it in the banks. We're starting to see it in places that it's going to force this kind of need for legislation as we continue to move forward. And it doesn't matter who's in the White House. Going to need it. It's going to keep moving forward one way or the other. My opinion. What do I know?
Most definitely.
What do I know? I'm sorry. I'm just catching up. I did, FYI, guys, I just got the stream ready. So after we're over, we'll go raid BC. BC. God dang it. I do it every time. OC guy. And it's because I'm staring you in the face right here on my screen, BC.
It's because we're both around.
No, stop. Man, anyway, we're gonna go raid his stream when we're done here. But Poyo's asking, why do you think some politicians are top 5 traders? Yeah. Look at Nancy Pelosi, right? Yeah, exactly, because they do have the in with the current the things the way they are currently. So yeah, I get it. K Diggity is in the house. Appreciate you being here. I don't know. I'm
you know
hopeful.
What's crazy is Marjorie Taylor Greene came out of nowhere and became like an expert trader. She's got like 687 million in volume trade wise, and since she's been elected, which like blows my mind. Both sides are terrible about it.
You're right. It doesn't matter. Both sides. You're correct about that. Excuse me. This is so okay. Seeing we're talking about that, I forgot what the guy's name is, but they just put up the Pelosi Act. What do you think?
Yeah.
What's the chances of that making it through? Although, and I love the name, by the way. I'm just saying.
Because any politician is going to vote to put less money in their pocket. Yeah.
Right. Yep. I understand. What does he say? You guys seen these capsule houses? I want one in my backyard. Capsule houses.
No.
Nope.
I got nothing about them.
I got nothing.
They're like 20 feet wide and like 30 feet tall, I want to say.
Huh.
Or maybe it's smaller and it's just designed for like one person.
That sounds
like a pop-up air tent almost. Like,
I
I
don't know.
don't know.
We'll find out. I'm sure. Oh, look it up. He's saying, okay, well, maybe after the stream. But Jay Violet is in the house. Jay Violet emojis in the chat. Jay Violet. Love having Jay Violet in the house. Oh, is that your train? What is that in the back? What the hell was that?
That was a corn sprayer.
Oh, okay then.
We got like
Mark Dutch
5
in the
to
house.
6 foot tall wheels that are like 6 inches thick or wide, so they can
Gotcha.
drive over the corn and spray the corn. Except for he was just hauling ass. I mean, the speed limit's 25. He was probably doing 40.
He's
I
in the
mean,
boonies.
if you can, you
Yeah.
might as well.
If you can, right?
I mean, that beats like watching them like slow up all the traffic doing like 15 miles an hour.
Yep. Oh, I hate that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, we get that all the time too, where combines keep their header on and they take up the whole width of the road plus more.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
So when they're coming up to a mailbox and there's a car coming against them, like they can't go across around the mailbox and dodge the car, so they got to pull over and wait. Yeah, country life.
I was about to say country problems. Yeah.
It sounds like my neck of the woods because we got a lot of farmland here. So
Hey, there you go. All right. I mean, we've covered what we were planned on covering tonight, but is there anything you guys would like us to talk about or otherwise rail about? Throw it in the chat. But did you guys have anything else you guys wanted to talk about?
I know I did have a news article that I forgot to put it on the stream. Hold on. Let me see if I put it in my notes. I did not. Oh well. It was
right.
it was about Coinbase, and I find it interesting that shortly after that, they end up in the S&P 500, almost like they knew something was going on, so they had to tease the news beforehand, get something going on.
Well,
But
that's how all these things, and I say things because I mean, let's be honest, it's everything. It's it's the way they do everything.
yeah, there was no insider trading or nothing. They weren't talking about big deals before they get listed in the S&P 500 or nothing.
Oh, we got to get on that inside track. I don't know, man. And Jay Violet, yes, I saw just as I was getting ready to go live that you did reply to me. And thank you for doing that. I'll go check it out once I'm done with the live stream. Just so everybody knows, I've reached out because I've been telling everyone I will update you on my live streams. I've put together the spreadsheet. I've reached out to everybody. Actually, I could use you guys' help. One person I can't get in touch with is Melissa. I for whatever reason, when I go to click to try and contact her, it won't let me. Do any of you know Melissa and or have a contact for her?
Mel? Yeah, I mean, I have her on Discord.
Oh, I couldn't find her on Discord. Okay, could you either shoot me her info or tell her to get in touch with me?
Yeah.
I'd appreciate that.
Jay Violet's saying that she can get a hold of her.
Oh, okay. Whoever. I just, she's the last person I need to get information for, or get in contact with, so I can get their information to get all of the winnings shipped out. As a matter of fact, you know what? I guess I'll do a little bit of an update right now. We started teasing it out in the beginning of the stream, but like I said, I was talking to BC beforehand, and the gentleman, Ali from Metalmark, who was on Friday night, I reached out to him and thanked him obviously for everything he did and his coordination with getting in Still Austin, as well as everything that he put out as free gifts from Friday night's giveaways. And he's got access to the winners on the spreadsheet that I put together already, and he's already starting to work to get everything shipped out. So you guys should be getting stuff shipped out soon. As soon as I see it listed as fulfilled in the back, in the back end of that spreadsheet, I'll let you guys know. I'll keep updating you every time I'm live as to what's going on with that stuff. So please be aware. Oh, okay. Then maybe I did contact her. Is that her handle on X as well?
I literally just sent that over to you.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, then I've already got her. I just didn't know it was her. See that there you go. You guys were changing your handles all over the place. All right, excellent. Then I feel better now. I've reached or at least left her a message. All right, perfect. So that's what I got going on with regard to that. So I just want everybody to know that for those of you who won prizes, information has already been passed to the necessary people. I'm just waiting for others to get back to me, and that stuff's going to be shipped out. What do you guys got? Anything for any of your stuff?
The only thing I was going to say is for those of you that are here with us, if you missed last Friday night's Crypto on the Rocks, it was a banger.
Yeah,
it was one giveaway turned into what, $4,900 worth of giveaways.
I think it ended up being more than that, actually.
It just kept growing and growing and growing. So
yep, fact.
That was a crazy night.
Yeah, and again, I mean, I know at the end of the live stream, Daniel Diaz teased that he'd be back and he might have another giveaway this week. But I mean, I'd love for you to be at Crypto on the Rocks, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Friday night. But no guarantees about the giveaways. And I'll tell you what.
We also need to get him on here.
He said he would, but the guys from Billy Goat Tales have asked if they could try and drag him on to one of their X spaces. So I told him to go there first. So we'll see. I gave Dave Digital all of his contact information earlier today, actually. So I think he would be excellent, quite frankly, on a Tuesday night X space with Billy Goat Tales. I think he'd be a perfect fit there.
Most definitely.
Yeah. And like I said, and we're going to try and get Ali here to be live either next week or the week after. I'm waiting. I think he replied to me as well, since I've gone live, and I just obviously I'm live. So it's got to wait. So that's what's going on with that. And yeah, Badel, 1000%. It was a great stream, man. Great stream.
I mean, there was some hiccups, but we
weren't planning on it. Of course there were.
So it went from like one giveaway to, I don't know, 10 or 15. Then it went from Facebook, or not Facebook. It went from YouTube over to X, and people couldn't find the link on X. And then you transferred all the comments over, but you kept winning because you were the one that transferred them over. And it was like, yeah.
Well, the problem was not so much about me winning. I could care, but it wouldn't let me see which one it was, because inside of the message was the name of the person. So it wouldn't let me see it. So that was the problem. But I mean, I felt bad that poor Daniel had to sit there and type in everybody's name into that wheel. But I'm glad he did. And thank you to him for doing that. If he happens to be listening in the background here, appreciate that very much. What is this? Oh, that's BC. Oh, you want to highlight what you just put in there, BC?
Oh, I was just talking with Poyo because he had talked about AI and AI crypto and stock looking good. So it's of the same lines. It's quantum computing, not necessarily AI, but definitely a long-term play that I've been layering into. So
and that's probably quite smart.
Yeah, well, I've got that, some healthcare plays, energy plays, and then gold. That gold and Bitcoin. That's basically all I've been buying recently, because I've just been looking more long term. I'm like, okay, well, in 10 years I should be fine.
Yeah, There you go. No, man, that's a good. You're young, man. That's a good time horizon. I'll be lucky to still be kicking in 10 years. But you know, seriously,
hey, I mean, if I live right, or if I live wrong, then I might not make it 10 years either. Live fast, die young, they say.
Hey, with as crazy as I was as a teenager and a kid, nobody'd expect me to be 40, but here I am. So.
Hey, I'm surprised I've made it this far.
Nice.
Oh, come on. You're like the youngest one here.
Yeah, no, well, I had to get sober first. That's the only reason.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh, and I keep trying to drag you to Crypto on the Rocks. Sorry, man.
That wasn't my problem. That was never my problem. So
oh shit. BC, you got any guesses?
Gets up early as hell.
Well, that's the main problem. It's like you're asking me to come on Crypto on the Rocks at like 7 p.m. and I've only been up since 3 a.m.
I know, right?
It's like there's some nights that I've fallen asleep on Crypto on the Rocks and I get up 2.5 hours after you, and it's like, man, I'd be asleep by the time Crypto on the Rocks even started.
Well, like,
man.
See, at Friday night at like 8:30, I'm laying down, which is like an hour later than my normal lay down time. And then it's like, you're going to bed at 8:30 on a Friday? Like, yeah, I am. Okay, leave me alone.
That's right. I gotta catch up on my beauty sleep. The beard needs sleep.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Oh yeah, we just have gone off the rails here. BC, I don't know if you heard my other question. Do you have any guests coming on your morning show anytime soon? I know you just had Crypto Billy there last week, I think.
Yep. We'll probably be doing a makeup one of that here soon. I need to get with them because I don't know what happened, but my Streamlabs decided to crap the bed that morning. And
oh no,
yeah, it completely crapped the bed, deleted all of my scenes, and so when I rebooted them, they were all different, and they were like bigger than the screen, and I didn't have time to go through and redo all of my scenes and still go live. So he just took control, and we streamed on his channel.
Well, there you go. You got to be the guest.
Oh yeah.
Hey, it works, right? If it works, it works.
Oh yeah. It was great thinking on his end.
Yeah. Well, it was funny. They did that like impromptu stream when Sin City couldn't go live on Friday, right? Friday, yeah. And let me tell you, I didn't even realize I saw they went live. I was just kind of listening in. I was busy doing stuff, and it was a good stream considering it was kind of impromptu like that, and you know, just kind of going live randomly. I thought it was pretty damn good. Pretty damn good.
Funny how that works sometimes.
I know, right? I know. You plan stuff, and it's like, there it goes. And down the crapper. Oh man, what's that? I'm not going to lie. Yeah, well, good. That's the idea of Crypto on the Rocks. There it is, right there. Exactly.
Well, I will. If he comes on, I'll definitely show up and be on Crypto on the Rocks for that one.
There you go. There you go, Poyo. There it is. Oh man, got some stuff going. I just finished editing the interview I did with Piper, and it's set to go June 1st. I'm going to squeeze Daniel Diaz in between ours this weekend and then Piper on the 1st. So watch for that. Lots more good information coming out. And I just reached out to a couple of the guys on BGT to try and come help me with another video that's coming up soon. So lots of good stuff coming. Lots of good stuff. What's this saying? I'll do it, but I'll wait until I close them. Yeah. Okay. Hey, I didn't realize, but yeah.
Nice.
There you go. Exactly. Exactly.
Good luck
Speaking
on
of,
that, and congrats, hopefully.
yes, I'm sure it'll close, right? I mean, come on. You let us know you come on, we'll celebrate. Maybe if you give me enough heads up, I'll get me some champagne and we'll do a proper cheers. There we go. All right. Anything else you guys got? If not, I think we're gonna go and throw everybody over to OC guy.
There you
Badel,
go.
anything? PC?
No,
Just been busy, and sorry I was late.
no worries.
Yeah, we won't flog you, nothing. That's good.
Not this time, at least.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
next
Not this time.
When I saw the time, I was like, man, I'm surprised CCM didn't call or text me.
Well, I figured you might have been rushing home from work, whatever. I didn't want to add stress to you by like, hey, dude, where are you? You know what I mean?
I mean, if I know I'm going to be late or I know I'm not going to make it, I let you guys know. You know,
Yeah, usually you do, but that's why I figured something must have come up. So that I don't know.
I got busy and I lost track of time. That's all.
Gotcha. BC, anything you want to throw out to the peeps before we go?
No, thanks to the people that are watching on X. If you come on over to YouTube, you can get directed over to the Piper Academy and Trading with OC.
Yes. But we do appreciate you on X. We really do. X
Most
has
definitely.
been the following. I don't know about for you, BC, but I've noticed the following on X has just been growing and growing and growing. It's which is great, quite frankly. I love it. All right, then we're going to head out. I hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back again live next Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Hopefully, we'll have Allie here with us that next week. If not, we'll have a good show for you regardless. So thanks for being here. Appreciate all of you. And we're going to head on out. Just stay sitting where you're at, and you'll go right on over to the OC guy. All right, let's dance our way out, boys.
All right.